What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to be discussing the Chicago Bulls injury update ahead of the Toronto Raptors game, as well as a quote that Casey Johnson has mentioned that has sent Bulls fans in complete disarray. We're going to be discussing a little bit about all these things in this video. Before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new, and let me know in the comments below your thoughts about the Chicago Bulls, their upcoming game against Toronto, and where do you think, the opportunities will be for the Bulls to win this game. Now, let's first start off with a trade that has officially gone through. It is the Pascal Siakam trade to the Indiana Pacers. Now, it's not completely as accurate as we mentioned in the last video, but with all those things being said, it was a 3-team trade. The Pelicans got involved, but the whole point of, the trade that a lot of people were going to talk about, Pascal Siakam will be joining the Indiana Pacers, and Bruce Brown will be headed to the Toronto Raptors. So that's the key in these trades. Yes, there are a couple of pieces Toronto got as well that, I'm sure they're very happy about. But whatever the case may be, that was kind of the key coming into a game like this. So, to kind of sum it up, there's a very good chance. Actually, no, it's literally guaranteed that Pascal Siakam will be missing this game for the Toronto Raptors. So yeah, again, that size issue that Toronto Raptors, usually are very, that's how they beat teams, swarming their defense, having great size and athleticism all around the court. It seems like for the most part, OG Anunoby and Pascal Siakam are two major parts in that will not be playing in this game. So yeah. Interesting Toronto Raptors team we're going to be facing. Definitely a new look Toronto Raptors team we are going to be facing. So let's talk about the injury updates now. Just basically came here to say Pascal Siakam will not play this game against the Bulls. He's on his way to Indiana. We'll see how it works out. I've already mentioned what I thought about the trade. My points really stand still on that. We'll wait and see how it goes. Dalen Terry is listed as probable to play in this game against the Toronto Raptors. Probable is most likely to play. 75% chance he will play this game against the Raptors. Ultimately, at the end of the day, he has a knee injury. Hopefully, he can get better and hopefully he'll be able to participate in this game. Andre Drummond is listed as probable to play against the Raptors with lower back spasms. That's not necessarily a pleasant feeling that he must be feeling at the moment, but hopefully he'll be available to play. And again, with the lack of size Toronto might have in this game, hopefully he can make a big impact on the boards and on the glass, offensive rebounding, putbacks, whatever the case may be. Ayo Dosunmu is listed as questionable to play in this game against the Raptors with a shoulder injury. We all know what happened to Ayo Dosunmu and his shoulder. A couple of games ago, he had a very rough landing on his shoulder. And yeah, at the end of the day, it sucks to see, but hopefully he won't be out for too long. Questionable is 50-50. 50% chance he may play, 50% chance he may miss the game. And then obviously we got Patrick Williams with an ankle injury listed as questionable to play as well. Patrick Williams has been listed as questionable to play for the last 2 games. And Patrick Williams has not played the last 2 games. So I don't know what significant improvement has been made that we can actually really say with conviction that Patrick Williams can play this game. So I'm going to go on a limb here and say there's a good chance questionable actually probably means less likely he will play this game. But we'll have to wait and see. Let's look at the Toronto Raptors injury list. 2 guys that have been on the Toronto Raptors for a while now could potentially be missing this game. Jakob Poeltl will miss this game against the Bulls. He's going to be reevaluated in a week with an ankle injury. And Otto Porter recently got injured against the Boston Celtics, and he'll be out of this game. Or technically doesn't actually suggest he'll be out of this game. According to ESPN, he's going to be out against the Celtics. But it hasn't really changed to the fact that he'll be out against the Bulls as well. Maybe ESPN got it wrong. Maybe they're being lazy and there's no updates there. I don't know. But I don't think Otto Porter Jr. will be playing this game. Keep in mind that's a former Bulls player if you care about those types of things. And he does have injuries, unfortunately. He is considered an injury-prone player. And obviously the new guys for the Toronto Raptors. These guys are listed as day-to-day. They could play in this game. But it's very unlikely that they will play in this game. So Bruce Brown is one of those guys that could potentially play in this game, but maybe not. He also has a bit of a knee issue, I believe, as well, that's been keeping him out of some games. So we'll wait and see how that goes. Kira Lewis Jr. is listed as day-to-day, and Jordan Nwora is also listed as day-to-day. These are all guys that will be coming to the Toronto Raptors, either from the Pelicans or from the Indiana Pacers. So, yeah, the big thing to take away from this is, again, I think the person we should be most fearful of that will be playing is Bruce Brown. But Podol being out is, I think, a huge thing. Because, again, now their team that consisted of very, I guess, tall athletic players has started to get a little bit smaller. So usually you see a team with Toronto with Scotty Barnes, Pascal Siakam, Jakob Podol, Gary Trent Jr. All these are sizable guys. And then obviously you got Dennis Schroeder, or in this case, Emmanuel Quickly. Now it looks completely different. You got obviously quickly, you got Barrett there, who's a very decent scorer, can play defense as well. You got Barnes in there still, but you don't have Pascal, you don't have OG Anunoby either, and you don't have Podol. So yeah, I think the Toronto Raptors team is going to get a little bit smaller, and they might not be able to bully us as much as they have in the past. Now we could say that about Cleveland as well, but Cleveland did bully us in the last game we faced them, in the first game that we faced them, and we are prone to getting bullied. We are prone to getting outworked these days. So let's hope this game against Toronto is a real changing in the guard for the Chicago Bulls. So we'll wait and see. Those are the injuries. Does this make this win or loss more favorable for the Bulls or the Raptors? Let me know what you guys think about our chances to win in this game. But I want to quickly take a turn into something that Casey Johnson said, and something that has been posted around on Twitter. And here's basically what has been said. Essentially, this is the quotes. Given the insurance is currently paying the bulk of his contract, it's conceivable that Lonzo Ball is used as a salary matching addition to any potential trade the Bulls make before February 8th trade deadline. And this has set Bulls fans in disarray. If you look at the comments of this post and all the other posts of, people on Twitter making, speculations about this, everybody is going completely crazy about this piece of news. But I feel like the people that are going crazy truly haven't really read the actual piece, hasn't really read the rumor. And, at the end of the day, look, each to their own. You could completely go into meltdown if you like. I'm here to kind of specify what I think is going to be taken into a quote like this. First and foremost, from reading the actual tweet or the X post, whatever it's called, that I'm seeing right now, there are two words that come into mind, and I'm going to share these two words right now. Firstly, it's conceivable. That's the first thing I want to take away. And Lonzo Ball could be used as a salary matching addition in any potential trade. Do those two words specify in any way, shape, or form that the Bulls are going to do this, or even that the Bulls are interested in doing this? Conceivable and could be used. No. In my eyes, that doesn't specify in any way, shape, or form that Lonzo Ball is most likely going to be traded by the trade deadline as salary filler. I just think people are looking at this and saying, oh my goodness, Lonzo Ball's getting traded. That's it. It's game over. Goodbye. It's over. It was a nice run. He'll never get his full potential back with the Bulls. Let's move on. Some people might like that. Some people might not like that. But the fact of the matter is that specific post was never put out there, in my eyes at least, to be intended that is the outcome that's going to happen. Now we're going to trade Zach LaVine and Lonzo Ball as salary filler. I never got that idea from that post. The only thing that I really take away from that post is that it's an option. That's about it. And let's be honest, this is not new news. It has been an option for a while. Do you know how many people have asked me, should the Bulls consider trading Lonzo Ball? Will the Bulls consider trading Lonzo Ball? It's always been an option. At the end of the day, we can't deny that it isn't an option. What I'm saying is, it is very unlikely that Lonzo Ball will be leaving the Chicago Bulls because, let's be honest, there are 29 other teams in the NBA. It's not just the Bulls. This is just a rumor about the Bulls. But there are 29 teams in the NBA that I don't think want to give that chance to an injury-prone player that's been out for 2 years and a little bit, in Lonzo Ball. So I truly feel like Lonzo Ball will not get traded for salary filler with Zach LaVine, and I do believe he's going to get his chance with the Chicago Bulls, probably off the bench next season. And whether he's NBA ready or not, we'll have to wait until next season to figure it out. But I think Bulls fans are panicking over something that is not new news, and in no way, shape, or form truly speculates that this is something that is going to happen. It's just an option. He's basically clearing up, this can be an option. It's something we could see. And he's basically saying, if it does happen, hey, look, we all knew it could happen. But in no way, shape, or form is this suggesting anything of the sort that this will happen. So be careful what you read, ladies and gentlemen, and really take a look into what's actually being said. So I'll end the video there. Thank you for watching. Drop a like and a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care and peace.